Hello YouTubers, my name is Monica Smith and I want to welcome you to my channel, Creative Moments. But before I open up the books that I received from Amazon, I need you guys to look down below and hit that red subscribe button and hit that little notification bell as well so that you will be notified each and every time I upload a video. Okay, so I received my books from Amazon. I already cut it open to make it a little bit easier for me because, as you can see, I'm just getting off from work and I'm like really tired, but don't worry about that. But let me show you the books that I ordered. I'll put this back down. The first one is called Pain That We Can Feel, Elight's Last Run, and it's by one of my favorite authors, Nisi P. And I think I did this wrong. I told Nisi P I was going to read this book, but after doing some research, I found out that there were other books before this one. It didn't look like a series when I purchased the book, but I think this has to do with other characters that she has written about. And I'm sorry, I gotta grab some glasses. Look, Lawrence is back there on his wheel. Now let's see, what is this? It says the elites have always been the ones to deal death and pain to their enemies. Now that they have found love and started families, the time has come to hang up their knives and guns. But not before going on one final mission that is unlike anything they have ever faced before. On top of the missions, Mason, Marley, Mylan, and Madison all have issues within their own families that will have these cold-blooded killers seeking answers in an unlikely source. So I know for sure I'll be reading this one this month for November. Another one is The Bone Harvest by Stacy M. Jones. And I got this one on accident. I was in the book Refuge and they were talking about books that people love. They were wrapping up their October books. And I was like thinking about getting it, and I must have clicked on it because here it is. So I'm gonna be reading this one. I don't know if I'm gonna read this one this month, but we will see, because there's another book that I want to get into. But it says 17 years after the disappearance and murder of Lily Morgan, her brother, Detective Luke Morgan, receives a letter from the killer who calls himself the Professor. The killer claims 23 pretty little girls harvested dead, and he's not done. It's the clue Luke has been hoping for all these years, but can he really trust a serial killer at his word? When the killer strikes a little too close to home, Luke is hot on his trail, the killer taunting him at every turn. Meanwhile, Luke's investigative team, private investigators, Riley Sullivan and Cooper, I want to say this is Deegan, work to unravel long-forgotten cold cases across states and uncover decades-old witnesses who still have stories to tell. So, they were talking about this was a really good book. So I might not get to this in November, but it's definitely on my list. So on my personal website, we talk about different erotic books and different paranormal romance books. And one of the girls recommended In Service to The Senator. And this is by Shakar Rashian. And she said that this is like a really, 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 really good book. So I'm definitely adding this one to read this month, because I like erotica. But it says Terrell Warren is a rising star within the Democratic Party. Valued by his exploits in Desert Storm, the two-term senator is posed to enter ratified era as an African-American politician, possessing the charisma, the political pedigree, his Obama-esque looks, and picture-perfect wife by his side. They could have him sitting in the Oval Office as Commander-in-Chief in the not-so-distant future. I'm having a little bit of trouble reading the back of this because I don't know if you can see it, but the words are kind of cut off right here, so you have to kind of like figure out what they're saying. But they said that this is a really good, not horrorcore erotic book, but they said that this is a really good book. So that will be on my list to read. I love a good street lit hood story. So this one is called From Bae to Wifey by Lakita. And I might be silly by saying this. I choose books by covers. I don't read their synopsis or recommendations. I don't read their synopsis at all. If the cover catches my eye, I will get the book. But this one is, let's see, it's never the wrong time for the right one. PictureOneQuotes.com. This is exactly the position that Nola finds herself in when everything that can possibly go wrong does. Love is far from Nola's mind. Her focus is on finding a new job while concentrating on school to obtain her RN degree. Oh, we got something in common. However, a car accident sets off a domino effect, leading her to cross paths with Mason on several different occasions, paving the way for love to be ushered in. But when past conquest keeps popping up, will it be too much for Nola to endure? Or will love win and she stay the course of the new life with Mason? I mean, it's a little bit longer than that with the synopsis, but this is by Twyla T. Presents, and the author is Lakita. But I just love this cover. It was just so, it was like, Monica, get me, Monica, get me. So I got it. But that will be one of the books I will read for November. And I heard a lot about this book. It's called Children of Virtue and Vengeance. I know there's a part 2 out to this book, but I'm gonna see if I can't find it on Audible because it's kind of lengthy. And well, yeah, it's kind of lengthy, and it'll be easier for me to listen to this while I'm sitting at work versus trying to read this and all these other books, and then also be working on my work as well, and it's the YouTube channel and the editing of the videos and all that. But I heard really, really good things about this, and I actually bought this for my daughter. I was thinking that I can push her into reading, but we'll see how that works. I'm gonna give it to her and see if she'll start reading it to see if she likes it. And like I said, I'm gonna try to get the Audible of this one and listen to it. But Children of the Blood and Bone, well, I think I might have bought them backwards. Maybe this is book 2, because there's another book on the back. I might have to look it up and see if I bought it backwards. And it doesn't say. After After battling the impossible, Zali and Amaria have finally succeeded in bringing magic back to the land of Orisha, but the ritual was more powerful than they could have imagined, reigniting the powers of not only the Maja, but nobles with magic ancestry too. I think I may have gotten these mixed up, so I'm gonna have to hurry up and order the other book to start listening to that first and give it to my daughter first to read. But I don't plan on finishing this one for November unless I can find this on audiobook on Audible and listen to it, because like I said, it's kind of lengthy and I'm not the fastest reader in the world, especially with everything that I have going on. So we're gonna sit this to the side with The Bone Harvest, and plus I need to find out if that's book 1 or book 2. So, but also I had purchased a book on Kindle that I've already started reading. Give me a minute to find. I cannot see without my glasses. That I've already started reading, and it's called. I'm on page 10. The Necromancer's Bride by Brianna Hale. And that's it. So this is supposed to be a really, really good book. I heard this from the book Refuge. So I've already started reading it. And I can say that I am only on page 10 and it has already captured every part of my attention. So if you want to grab that one as well, or you can just wait for me to read it and tell you what I think about it. But like I said, so far it's really have gotten all of my attention. So while I'm reading those books and I'm doing some research, there's another one, The Witching, I believe, by Jill. I just purchased that one on Audible, so I can listen to that one, because I'm looking at moving my writing into a different genre. So like I tell you, you have to research so that you will know what you're writing if you don't write what you know. So I'll be listening to that one as well, so I'll let you know about that too. But other than that, these are the books that I am reading, and these will be the books that I will be reviewing. Again, it is From Bae to Wifey by Lakita, In Service to the Senator by Shakar, and I know I'm saying this wrong, Rishan, and Pain That We Can Feel, The Elite's Last Run by Nisi P. So those will be the 3 that I will be reading for the month of November. And again, the Necromancer's Wife, or the Necromancer's Bride, those will be the 4 that I will actually finish by the end of November. And then again, I'm looking at The Bewitching. I'm going to be listening to that one, and I'm going to try to find out about The Children of Virtue, because I think I may have bought them in the wrong order. I think that the other book is the first one and this might be the second one, but those will be probably my December reads. So if you have any questions, comments, you need me to answer, if you just want to talk about something, then hit cookie up down below and leave me the question or comment, and don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. But until next time, you have a blessed day.